My name is Donna and welcome to my sewing journey. So I was talking to a friend the other day about things for Christmas, and she mentioned that she got a cute little gift card once in a felt little envelope that's now a tree ornament, and I thought, oh, how cute is that? However, I was thinking about Christmas stockings. I like to do Christmas stockings, and I like to make cute little ones that I can put gifts in, little gifts in and give to people. So I kind of like combined ideas here. So what I did was I think I got it from the Dollar Tree, but it was a coloring book. And I took the outline of one of the pictures and traced it on a paper, just the outline. I didn't design. And I came up with this cute little stocking template, which I just think is adorable. Then I put this on my photocopier and I enlarged it in like thirds, and I made a large one and taped it together so that, I don't know if you can see that, but I got two pieces of tape on here so that I have a larger one. So this is like ones that I can put stuff like candy and stuff for my kids in. And then I did two more. I did another one at like 40%. Look how cute this is. I'm going to use that to make little ornaments with, and I might use a little fleece, cut out little pieces of fleece or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I just thought that was really cute. And then I thought, after talking to my friend, I'll need one for gift card size. So I think this was like 65% of what my original stocking was, but you experiment, find one size and, put a gift card in front of it and see if it'll fit. So that's what I did. And I came up with this cute little design. And so then I cut 4 pieces of fabric, 2 with it facing one way and 2 with it facing the other. So I had a lining and a piece of fabric, both of them facing the opposite way. When I did it on the piece of fabric, because the seam allowance is not in this drawing, so I made it kind of generous and made it like a 1/2 inch so that I have room to do the curves and everything and take my time. If you're a little more confident, you can do a 1/4 of an inch, or you can, not confident at all, you can do an inch, whatever you want. But I did a 1/2 inch, and then I took fusible fleece, a little thin piece of, I don't want it too thick, but, and I cut it out one in each direction, but, and I cut it out just slightly, like about 1/8 of an inch larger. But when I did it, I did it on the wrong, when I did it, the way I did it, I messed up. So I couldn't put it on my fabric. So I had already started fusing it to the one piece of my lining. So now both linings have it, but no big deal. It's still going to be sandwiched in between so it'll be sandwiched in between my fabric. So it won't matter. But I just thought that was really funny. So it's okay to make mistakes, you just run with it. That's why they make seam rippers too. So when you make a mistake sewing, you can just rip out the seam and do it over again. So let's get started sewing. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is I got a piece of ribbon here. I'm going to cut it and make a loop on this. And I'm going to stitch it to one side of the outer. I just thought this is cute little fabric. You can do patchwork, you could do fleece, you could do all kinds of things. That's what's really great about making stockings. You could quilt it, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, what I'm going to do is going to trim this down, and I'm going to stitch it right here onto one of the sides of my either one of the sides of the outer. Then what I'm going to do is right sides together, and I'm going to stitch the outer right sides together all the way around. Make sure you can see this. I'm going to stitch it all the way around and leave the opening at the top. And then I'm going to put the right sides together of the lining, and then I'm going to stitch it all the way around here and leave this part, the straight part in front of the toe, I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to leave that open to turn. And then I'm going to stitch all the way to the top. So I'm going to stitch all the way around this one, except I'm going to leave that. So I'm going to sew my loop on to my outer and stitch that one all the way around, then stitch the lining all the way around, leaving an opening. You go sew yours, I'll sew mine, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I stitched all the way around. You can see my little ribbon in there. Have it stitched to the one spot. And then I trimmed it so that it's only about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And I left an opening here. So now what I'm going to do is take my outer, turn it right side out. And then I'm going to push this. I'm going to push this. Push it out with my thumb all the way around. And make sure it's nice and flat. I'm going to press this open. I left a little bit larger piece here just so that it makes it easier for me to press it. I'm going to press this open across that seam right there on both sides. I'm going to press that open. I'm going to put this stocking inside of this one. I'm going to push that down. It's not all the way open. It looks funny. There we go. Cute little stocking. So I'm going to push that in there. I'm going to push this one in here. And then I'm going to match the seam here and here. And I'm going to stitch all the way around the top 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to press this open, put this one inside of here, and stitch around the whole top 1/4 of an inch, matching the side seams. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, I pressed open my seam. And I stitched matching the 2 side seams. I stitch all the way around 1/4 of an inch. Now I'm going to pull it through. Turning it right side out. And then, after I turn it right side out, I am going to make sure that this is all. I'm going to stitch my little seam closed and then push this inside the other one and stitch 1/8. After I push this in, I'm going to stitch 1/8 around the top. So I'm going to close my little hole here, push it inside, and stitch around the top. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm all finished. Look how cute that is. Put the little gift card in there, and I could actually throw this in my daughter's stocking. She's going to absolutely love it. Anyway, top stitch all the way around 1/8, and there it is. And it's, you know, it's got some structure. It's a little padded. It's just like just a miniature version. So, if you enjoyed making this project with me, subscribe and follow me for more. And have a great day sewing.